Welcome back to Berry Life. On today's episode, we're making a sizzling Sichuan specialty called Kung Pao Tofu. Sichuan province is known for food with bold and spicy flavors. So let's get started. First, we'll press the tofu of excess water. We're using an extra firm tofu. You can also use firm. Since we're going to be frying the tofu, we want to avoid the soft or silken variety. We'll set this aside for 20 to 30 minutes while we prepare the other ingredients. For the vegetables, we'll start by dicing half a green bell pepper. We want to use a large dice, roughly an inch wide. We'll get rid of the inner membrane and the seeds. They can be bitter when cooked. Botanically, peppers are actually fruits, because they develop from the ovaries of a flower and contain seeds. But when it comes to cooking, they're considered vegetables. Next, we have a red bell pepper for that beautiful red color. You always eat with your eyes first, so we want to make this dish as vibrant and colorful as possible. Why don't peppers ever get lonely? Because they like to hang out in bunches. Did you know? Red bell peppers are actually ripened green bell peppers. They're sweeter due to a higher sugar content. Then a couple of green onions. We'll separate the green and the white parts. We'll use the green for garnish, and for this dish we're going to use these long diagonal slices. They look nice and give you something to bite into. We'll dice the white of the green onions and store them separately because they'll cook with the vegetables. Next, we have a medium red onion. We're only going to need half of it. And we'll dice it into these large pieces to match the bell peppers. Does anyone use those onion cutting goggles? Surprisingly, they actually help. Check out the link in the description below. With that, our veggies are ready. Next, we'll heat up the wok over low heat and toast some peanuts. This makes them a little crunchier and enhances the flavor. Next, we have some Sichuan peppercorns. We picked these up in China when we visited last year. You can also purchase these online or at your nearby Asian supermarket. We'll toast them ever so slightly for maybe about 30 to 60 seconds, bringing out their natural oils for a bigger punch of that lips tingling and tongue numbing sensation signature to Sichuan dishes. And lastly, we have some dried red chilies. These are about medium spicy. You can leave them whole or cut them down with scissors like us. Typically they're added for the spice and not really eaten. But I like to eat these, so we make them bite-sized. When we cut them down, the seeds fall out automatically. And we toss those out, otherwise it overpowers the dish. We'll preheat the air fryer for 400 degrees Fahrenheit. With the tofu pressed, we want to cut them into 1-inch cubes. Tofu is a great source of protein, calcium, and iron, and low in fat and cholesterol, and can be prepared a million different ways. Then in a large mixing bowl, add a tablespoon of cornstarch to the bottom before we transfer the tofu so it doesn't stick to the bottom. Then transfer in half the tofu. Then add some more cornstarch. And then add the rest of the tofu, along with a little bit of salt and black pepper for seasoning. Then we'll give it a shake or mix it gently with a spatula to coat all the pieces evenly. Once the tofu is thoroughly coated, we'll transfer it to the air fryer tray lined with foil. We like to spray it with cooking spray to prevent sticking. Then we'll spread out the pieces to prevent clumping and make sure the tofu fries on all sides. With the air fryer heated, we'll air fry the tofu for about 15 to 20 minutes. And voila! The tofu is air fried to GBD, golden brown and delicious. Next, we'll make the sauce. For the sauce, we'll need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. You can also use some dark soy sauce for color. 1 tablespoon of black vinegar, 2 tablespoons of this red chili sauce, or to taste. It's tangy and spicy, similar to sambal oelek or chili garlic paste, or you can substitute it for tobanjan, spicy broad bean paste. Half a tablespoon of cornstarch to help with the thickening, 3 tablespoons of water, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of grated ginger, and then we give it a shake. We love to make it in the mason jar and store it in the refrigerator. It's great for meal prep. With all the ingredients prepared, we are ready to cook with fire, or in our case an induction coil. In a wok over medium heat, we'll add 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Then toss in the chilies. We like our Kung Pao tofu to be spicy, so we throw in the chilies first. If you want a milder spice level, throw in the chilies after the veggies. Next we'll toss in the red onions and the whites of the green onions. We'll saute for about 30 seconds. Then toss in the Sichuan peppercorns. And then the green and the red bell peppers. Kung Pao, or Gong Bao, is named after Ding Baozhen, a late Qing dynasty official from the Sichuan province, who had the title Gong Bao, a palace guardian. Add a little more oil if needed. Don't you just love that sizzling sound? It's like music to my ears. Once all the veggies are lightly sauteed, we'll add the air-fried tofu. We'll give it a toss to allow the oil and the flavors of the veggies to soak into the tofu before we add the sauce. Next we'll add the sauce. But before that, we want to give it one more shake to mix the cornstarch that may have settled to the bottom. Then we'll stir and allow the sauce to heat up and thicken to coat the tofu. This looks good, so we'll turn down the heat and add a splash of Shaoxing wine for a savory, funky flavor that comes from the fermenting rice and wheat. Now we'll add the roasted peanuts and add a little toasted sesame oil and mix it well, along with some green onions for garnish. That's it! Kung Pao tofu is ready to be served. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. Be sure to like and subscribe for more great content, and share with your friends and family to spread the love. Also check out the description below for the full recipe. Oh man, I can't wait to dig in. It looks and smells amazing. I like to start with a piece of chili to wake up the taste buds. Oh, look at this tofu, it's perfectly fried and full of flavor. There you have it. Taste the Sichuan China in the comfort of your own home. Thank you for watching. Enjoy!